Hey guys, it's Sammy. So I saw this picture the other day, and it just made me want to hop on and talk about this because I think we all have a choice to make with our fitness and with our nutrition and just where we're going to be in 20, 30, 40 years from now. So if you look at this picture and you see both of these women are 74 years old, okay? So the question is, what do you choose? Do you want to be, obviously, if you're a guy watching this, you don't want to be the female, but you want to look more like that. But my question is what do you choose? And how do you show what you choose with your actions? Because here's the thing, we all make a choice with what we put in our bodies and how we exercise, or if we're active or not active, and all of those things, how we take care of ourselves. I think the thing is I saw a comment on this picture that someone said, you can't compare. You just don't know what people have gone through. And I do agree with that. I think that there are people who, honestly, they face challenges that they can't prevent. But on a whole, I believe that most people, their health challenges are brought on by choices that they've made, whether they realize it or not, or even things that started early on, things that they were fed as a child and exposed to as a child. And so, they grew up with health issues because of that. But, at some point you have to make the choice to do better for yourself. And so, the question is how do you become this 74-year-old instead of this 74-year-old that's over here sitting out the window and just looking out at. She looks 90 years old, guys. And I know for myself, I want to be the 74-year-old that looks like she's 40, 50 years old. So that's what I strive to do on a regular basis in regards to staying active and eating well and all of that kind of stuff. But here's the question for you. What do you think that it takes to be that 74-year-old who is fit and is healthy and active still? And I think what it takes is not necessarily as much as what most people think it takes. I think a lot of people think, oh, I have to spend endless hours in the gym, and I have to have the perfect diet, which honestly, it's not true. The thing is I think the number one thing that people need is consistency. But consistency, not perfection. There's a big difference. And I think, I've had to learn this the hard way. I was someone who strove for perfection, in exercise and in my nutrition and all of that kind of stuff. And I think for some people, it can work, but the thing is for most people, honestly, trying to strive for perfection, most people will crumble and they just give up. And so what I've found is that 80-20 rule, which I used to have a negative view of because I strove for perfection, that 80-20 rule is honestly what works best for most people. So consistency 80% of the time, whether that's in nutrition and just making sure that what you eat is balanced and, whole foods, nutrient dense, so that your body is being fueled to the best of its ability so that it can function properly. Consistency 80% of the time with workouts, so that you're building the muscle that you need, so that 20% of the time when you decide you don't want to work out or you're too tired or whatever, you have the muscle that's working for you even when you're resting. You have the energy that you need. Hormones are balanced, that kind of stuff. Consistency with exercise is huge, as well as nutrition. But consistency with sleep, proper hydration, those things as well. If you are consistent with those things, then the 20% of the time that you maybe are off or you decide to indulge, those things aren't going to affect you as much. So I would love to hear from you guys. What areas, either one, what areas do you feel like you need to be more consistent in? Or what areas do you feel like you have been consistent in and you've seen the benefits of that? I would love to hear from you. So if you just drop those in the comments and share them with me, I would love that. Thanks for listening.